One of my favorite areas in Dallas is Highland Park. And you guys, it's a city all unto itself. So in this video, I want to talk to you about 7 lovely things to do in Highland Park, Texas. Now, in case you have not visited Dallas yet, I think every city has their sort of rich area of town, and Highland Park is Dallas's rich area of town, or at least that's what it seems. So Highland Park is actually, what do I have here? Sits at number 9 among the country's wealthiest communities and is one of the richest place in Texas, according to Bloomberg. If you spend any time there, you know this is true. There's a lot of old money, oil money, lawyers, CEOs, Mark Cuban, and the list goes on and on and on. It is home to many tycoons, but it's also a very friendly place. It's a very community-minded, very community-driven area. There are garages in the front of the house most of the time. The houses sit a little bit closer. And you know what? It's really good for being closer to your neighbors. I just feel like the town is very well connected to each other. They are aware of what's going on, where to go. A lot of people hanging out in their front yards, which is different from where I live in Plano. It is mostly an alley system, which was unique when I first moved to Plano. Not having a garage in the front of the house, I had never been introduced to alley systems before, and that's something we struggle with because I might not see my own neighbor for 6 months, sometimes even 9 months or more, seeing my own neighbor on either side. So it's kind of strange. And Highland Park has a little bit different. And so it's something that I've noticed. I know it's not 100% of the way there. Not everyone's hanging out and swinging from the trees in their front yard, but generally that's the vibe that I picked up. It's just a smaller town, about 9,200 residents, and it pretty much stays at that level. And so it's a smaller place. People are going to some of the same schools, the same ballet academy, same restaurants, and so there is a connectivity there. Now, you don't have to live there to enjoy it, and so I wanted to share with you some of the things that I really enjoy. And if you are new to Dallas or thinking about visiting here or coming here for a work trip, something you should definitely check out. So I've got the list here right in the table of contents right on this homepage. So the first thing that we have up, let me just scroll down here. Whoops. Oh gosh, we'll get to that. That Hot Fudge Sunday, we are going to get to that. So first thing is the Dallas Country Club. It is still like your traditional country club. I know country clubs are starting to change, become a little bit more corporate and a little bit more gym-like, but this is still like your old-fashioned traditional country club. And if you get a chance to play tennis there or golf there, I highly recommend it. Or if you have a chance to attend an event, I know that my niece goes to a lot of events here, although she's not a member, but just something that happens in her community. And so she's able to attend, and I think that's awesome. There is a park, number 2. It's called Lakeside Park. Also, I call it Teddy Bear Park, and it's a beautiful park. And you think, like, how can a park be different than any other park in Dallas? It's just different. Just the way that they have the creek and the lake running through it. There's even a little waterfall. The greens are just very well manicured. And then they have these teddy bear statues. And I don't know the exact history. I need to find out the history of these teddy bears. Giant teddy bear statues. And I have to tell you, if you're looking for a cool place for a family photo, especially around Christmas time, this would be a really cool spot to do family photos. So that's over at Lakeside Park. When the weather's good, this is a premier place for a picnic, and it is right next to the DCC. Third is Honor Bar. So Honor Bar is just a really cool restaurant. It's one of a kind. I think they have one in California as well, and that's over at Highland Park Village. Number 4, you've got to go to the Cupcake ATM. So if you're here, you've got teenagers, and you're wondering, what can I do with a teenager? Take them over to the Cupcake ATM that's made by Sprinkles. And Sprinkles cupcakes are only in a few towns. It's New York City, Beverly Hills, Chicago. So it's very select. And there happens to be one over at Preston Plaza. So over at Northwest Highway and Preston Road. And they even have like happy cupcake music while you are ordering your cupcake. And it comes out very gently out to you, and pretty cool thing. So that operates 24 hours a day. So how cool is that? Number 5, if you really want to get a sense of the community, attend a Highland Park High School lacrosse game. So if you haven't ever seen a lacrosse game, this is your chance to go. The community comes out no matter what school they're going to, and they support this team, and they do really well. Number 6, just take a walk. So a lot of times we go out, we go on long bike rides. We might stop over at Royal Blue Grocery for coffee or Bird Bakery, grab coffee, and then jump on our bikes. And we love to ride through the neighborhoods. Usually we're mountain biking, but if it's been raining and the trails are closed, we're like, hey, let's go explore a different neighborhood. We love being explorers in our own metroplex here. And so taking a stroll through the neighborhoods, riding our bikes, it's just fascinating to see every home, the different architecture and landscaping. It's just very inspiring and just could get your creative juices flowing if you're looking to do new home projects. And lastly, number 7 is sip on a cup of caffeine from Merit Coffee, which is new to the Dallas area. I think the first one came over to Deep Ellum, and now there's one in Highland Park. Y'all, this coffee is good, and it is from San Antonio. So Merit Coffee is a Texas company. So right out of San Antonio, sliding into the DFW Metroplex, a great place to check out. Like I told you, I wanted to mention the Hot Fudge Sundae. I think I mention this all the time over on my Instagram. That is R&D Kitchen in Dallas. And I'm not even a big ice cream fan, but the amount of hot fudge they put on that is so dense and lovely. And the walnuts, it's phenomenal. So I recommend this. I think it's walnuts, maybe it's pralines. I totally recommend this hot fudge sundae over at R&D Kitchen, and that is also in Highland Park. So those are some lovely things. I'm going to put the link in the description below, and I'd love to hear what are your favorite places in Highland Park. Until next time, bye you guys.